25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
It's 2022 and Bill Alexander Ford is ready to serve you with the same great service you have grown to trust. Check out the all-new 2022s arriving daily. F-150, Super Duty, Ranger, Maverick, Bronco, Explorer, Expedition, Escape, Edge, EcoSport, and Mustang. Need service without the hassle of coming in? Our mobile service will come to you. We have discounted the convenience fee to only $25 for the whole month of January. For a difference you can count on, shop your locally owned Bill Alexander Ford on East 32nd Street in Yuma.
Get your rig ready for adventure at Four Wheel Parts. Whether you're battling the winter weather or gearing up for warmer travels, 4WP will have your vehicle not only looking good, but also performing at its best. Get expert advice, easy financing options, or schedule an install with our ASC certified technicians. Ready to install everything we sell. Visit fourwheelparts.com. Now with over 100 stores nationwide.
All right, good morning, everybody. It is time for the day 2 of your coverage here on Fishgistics. If you guys tuned in yesterday for the Parker 425, we had all the limited cars, well, most of the limited cars going today. There is some limited cars today. I guess you could call the 6100 class a limited class, kind of, because they do have a limited motor. And the 6200 class, kind of the same thing. They also have a limited motor. But other than that, there's not much left limited about those cars. So, yeah, tune in today. We'll be here every hour on the hour, just like we were yesterday, bringing you guys more coverage brought to you guys by all of our great sponsors, KMC Wheels, F&L Fuel, everybody that helps us out. Big appreciation to everybody and all you guys. If you guys are out at the race, let us know. The thing is, with this race, there's not much cell phone service, so it's really hard to get updates at this race. At the starting line, the main pit area, there is 0 cell phone service. It doesn't work at all. At pit 1, it doesn't work at all. At pit 2, there is a little bit of cell phone service, depending on what provider you have. So we hopefully will have some updates for you guys from pit 2, but it's going to be really limited. So like I said, if you guys get any updates, any time splits, anything like that, let us know as always. But the cars are off the line. They started a little over an hour ago, and if we go over and look at the tracker, you can see what we got. Almost everybody's off the line actually already. There's less than 50 cars racing today. I think I counted about 40 something cars. So there's only 40 cars on the track today. It's going to be the trick trucks and class 1. They went off in the first group, and they went off in the order they qualified. And then behind them, it's going to be the 6100s and the 6200s. And that's all you got today. Everybody else either ran yesterday or a prior week when they had the UTV race. So it is what it is. We will keep you guys posted on everything today. There's not too much to cover today, so if you guys want to know where a specific car is, let me know and we'll try and help you out. Like I said, there's only 4 classes racing today, so we'll try to keep you guys covered. On the tracker, we can see here number 1, Kyle Jurgensen. He was first off the line. Now, I do need to confirm this, but I was told that the first 20 cars are starting at a 2.5 minute start gap. And then after that, they're going to a 1.5 minute start gap. So if anybody does know that for sure and can confirm that, I've talked to 2 people and they told me, I just want to make sure because it is way different than normal. First 20 cars, 2.5 minutes, and then everybody else 1.5 minutes. So we will have to see if that's correct, but it looks like it is. So Kyle Jurgensen would have started 2.5 minutes in front since he qualified first. Then the 18 This is actually, if you look at the 18 here, it's Nick Whetstone, but then look at who's down here, Jack's Redline. So Jack's Redline is driving the first lap of this, he told me. It's a 3-lap race today. For everybody today is doing 3 laps. Jack's Redline told me he's driving the first lap of this truck today, and then he's going to get out, and Nick is going to get in after that. And there we go. Another person confirmed that's correct. Okay, so I think the split times we have are correct. 2.5 minutes for the first 20, and then 1.5 minutes after that. You only have 40-something cars, so you can have a big split time and get everybody off the line in, you know, not that long. So it's kind of cool if you are racing today, because there's not going to be very much dust right off the start with that big of a split. So that's definitely good. Now, the third car off the line would have been Kevin Thompson, Harley Letner, and I am getting a split from right here in pit 2. So Harley Letner, Kevin Thompson, their tracker is not working. You can see it right here. It's grayed out, the number 70. But look at when it last updated. It's kind of working. It's updating about between 15 and 30 minutes late. So if you're looking at the 70 today, make sure you look. If it's grayed, that means it's old. Look at the time, 8:45. Well, right now it's 9:08, so it clearly hasn't updated in 20 minutes. So that is not a good location for them. However, I do have some of the RPM guys, big thanks to them, down here in Richard's Performance Muffler in pit 2. They just told me right now that the 70 just came through. So a physical split time at pit 2 was the Jurgensen came through at 10:01, and then the 18 came through 3 minutes and 10 seconds back. So that means that the number 1 already put 40 seconds on the 18, and then the 70 came through 4 minutes and 2 seconds back. So the 70 just came through right here, and they were 4 minutes and 2 seconds back from the leader. They started 3 minutes back because they would have started 2 positions back. So he already put 1 minute and 2 seconds, Jurgensen did, on them. Now BJ just came through pit 2, and he is 7 minutes and 13 seconds back. So they put quite a bit of time on him because BJ would have started 4th. So that means he would have been 4.5 minutes back, and they already have over 7 minutes on BJ. So there's some split times for you guys. Hopefully we get splits all day from pit 2, because that'll really help out with the timing there at pit 2, since the 70 is not working, and usually the 70 is a front runner in all these races, obviously. So thank you to the Richard's Performance Muffler guys for getting us those splits. So that's a look at the top cars right there so far. Then we come back here, and today you're really going to have to watch some of these cars that started back because of that big split. 2.5 minutes, that's a huge split. So on the track, it's going to look like some of these guys are way back physically, but remember, they may have started way back. So we're going to really have to watch the corrected time today to be able to know who's winning. So Sterling Miller is next. You can see him right there. And then Corey Keyser here in the 20. Then we have a little battle right here, Steve Olagus and Wade Porter. And once again, like I always say, make sure you look at the update time, especially when they're this close together. So Steve Olagus is updated at 9:08, and then this one updated at 9:09. So Steve's actually going to be a little bit farther in front than what this is showing, because his update was about a minute older than the car right behind him. So you always want to make sure you look at that. Also today, make sure you're looking at right here what lap they're on. So this is a 3-lap race. So once they get coming around again, it might look like somebody's in front of somebody, but they might be on a different lap. So always pay attention to that. The one cool thing, one of the things that Racing Tracks does is they make a different color for when you're on a different lap. So if you see right here, the 81, if you're looking at this one right here, 81, 89, they're actually in the pit on the trailer from yesterday, and it's showing them on lap 2, but it's a current update, but they're just sitting in the pit on the trailer. It's a car that they raced yesterday. So you can see they're yellow. That means lap 2. So once these trucks get on lap 2, they will turn from orange to yellow. And then I think it was green was lap 3 yesterday. So that's probably going to be the same today. So that's a couple little tips there. The first one car is the Richards Performance Muffler team, Chip Prescott. Chip is driving the first basically lap and a half until pit 2. And then Richard is going to get in and take it basically the second half of the race. So Chip is in there right now in the 1 car. Not a lot of 1 cars out here this race, but there is I think there's 4 of them if I counted correctly on the tracker. So they're running here. They qualified 5th overall yesterday. So they're still basically running where they started, about 5th, maybe 6th place right now. The 17 is behind them, Josh DeJong. And then we have Jonathan Brenthal. This is the new Brenthal all-wheel drive right here. So Jonathan is driving the truck. I asked him, how come you didn't put Jurgensen in the all-wheel drive? And they wanted to get some test time in the all-wheel drive, have Jurgensen in the truck that he drove before, that he's already dialed. They know the truck is solid. They didn't want to have him maybe have some teething issues in the new truck. So Jonathan is going to stick in this new truck for a while, the all-wheel drive Brenthal, and he's going to keep driving it, just kind of work out the bugs and see how it goes there. So I think that's the only all-wheel drive truck in the race today, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there's any Masons in there today, and I don't think any racers or any of those other ones are in the race today. Alex Wacker, this is the Twisted Monkey Racing truck. That's a Camberg truck. He's right there. And then, yeah, like I said, here's the 70, but that's not correct because look at the update time. Hasn't updated in a while. Then coming back, here's the second place one car. So Jeremy Davis, the Green Army, that's going to be your second place one car right now. Behind him, we have Dave Taylor in the 26. That's going to be the next car. Then we have Kevin Adler in the 72. Then behind him, we have... here is your first 6100. So the 6100 order, they started first, 6146, Brent Fox. He actually won the race yesterday overall, also in Class 10 that he was driving under a different name, but he was in the car. He did half the race. The other guy did half. So he's going to try to win back-to-back days in the 6100 class now. Matt Laughlin, right here, he qualified third, and I bet you this guy that's behind him, if we zoom in here, is probably who qualified. Oh, look at this. There's 3 cars on top of each other here. I can't even click on the other one. Don Hatch, that's a 1 car there, so that'll be third place, Class 1. And then Justin Blauer, he qualified second. So the second and third 6100 trucks are right on top of each other right now, and they're kind of sandwiched with a Class 1 car there in between them, or wherever they are when the tracker updates. They might both be ahead. It's hard to tell because they're so close together there. So that's a look at those. And then let's see who's behind them. 6200. Okay, that's going to be, I believe that's your first 6200. Yeah, Nick in the 6201. He qualified first in the 6200 class. There's only 3 of them racing today. So there's your first one. Then it goes back to the 6150, and then here's your second 6200, 6266 right there. And then, yeah, it just keeps kind of going back. Somebody said, where's 6149? They're right here. So Sam Barry, that's a good one to keep an eye on today. Sam Barry, if you guys aren't familiar with him, you must not have been watching racing forever, because the guy's been racing, I think, 50 years, literally. And he's always had I don't know if it's always, but most of the time he's been in a single-seat buggy, mostly a Class 1 car more recently that he's famous for. And he used to qualify on the pole all the time. Almost every Best in the Desert race, Sam would take the pole. I don't know how much money he's taken from Team Ford for putting up that $1,000 pole. He's probably taking over 20 grand from them just from qualifying first at all the races when they used to do that. So I don't know if they still put up the money or not. But Sam Barry's very fast. This is his first race in a 6200 car or a 6100 car. So he's in a truck. It'll be interesting to see how he does in a truck. He has a co-driver too. He's not used to that. I saw one of his interviews he did. He said he wasn't sure what to expect of it yet. He wasn't sure if he was going to like it or if he was going to tell the guy to shut up. He's used to just driving what he can see. He never even drove off a GPS before. So now he has a co-driver and a GPS kind of telling him what to do. Honestly, I think he's going to like it because he's going to be able to go a lot faster. When you can have a co-driver and you're reading the GPS, you can drive faster than driving what you can see. Just no question about it. That makes you faster. So I think Sam will have fun in the truck. His body will definitely thank him. That truck is way smoother than his Class 1 car ever was, for sure. It might not be as fast because it doesn't have the same horsepower, but it might be pretty close to as quick, actually, just because you can go through the bumps faster. So yeah, that's a look at the race going on today. Pretty much that covers everybody that's in it. Like I said, there's only those 4 classes racing today. The TTs, 6100, the unlimited cars, 1500 cars, and that's about it. So looking back at the front one more time before we sign off this update, Kyle Jurgensen still out front through pit 2. We know he was ahead of the 18 still, and then the 70 was right in here, so 70 is right in between them. And then BJ Baldwin is right behind him. Somebody says Connor McMullen. Which car is Connor McMullen in today? I did not see his name on one. If you guys want to let me know. He usually drives a 6200 car, but I don't see him. He's not listed on one today. And let's see, is Connor McMullen listed? Actually, he is. He's listed on a 6100 truck. So Connor McMullen is not racing his, let's see, 6140 today. All right, well, let's see. Connor McMullen is very fast. He's very fast. Usually in his 6200 car, he usually beats all of the 6100 trucks. He's even won overall at some of the shorter races, like the snore races and stuff. So let's see if we can find him real quick. 61, where did he start? He started, I'm trying to see, I don't even see him on the qualifying list, 6140. Maybe he did not qualify. Say he was with James Ford yesterday. Yeah, I don't see him on the qualifying list. So let me turn off all these here and just turn on 6100s and see if we can find. Okay, no, that's not him. 6160. Let's see, where is 6140? Scrolling around looking for him. I don't see him on here anywhere. So they said he was with James Ford yesterday. Yeah, he did. He was with the James Ford car. I don't see 6140 showing up on the tracker here. So I don't know where he is today. His tracker does not seem to be working unless I'm totally going by his number and not seeing it. But I don't see him on the tracker anywhere. So we'll keep an eye on him and see if we can find him later. 6173. Well, 6173. I think I just saw him. Where did I see that number at? No. Oh, here's what's going on with 6173. So same thing as concrete. It's not updating. So see how it's grayed out? They haven't updated in over half an hour. So 6173. Oh, there he is, 6173. So why did somebody tell me the other number? Connor McMullen, that's why we can't find him. His tracker's not working. So we don't know where he is. Hopefully his tracker will start working, but same thing as concrete, it's not updated in over half an hour. So we'll have to keep an eye on him. It looks like him and the 6160 Hurling, neither of their trackers are working right now. So sometimes they just start working randomly. I can send a message to the Racing Tracks guy. Only problem is he's at main pit and they don't have any service. So I'll try to get a message to him. Sometimes they can do a reboot up in the satellite system and clear out the cache and get some of these to work again. Sometimes they just fail. You know, the part inside fails, or they just have something weird go on. So we'll try to keep an eye on them for you guys. 6173. We'll keep looking. Next update, if it starts working again, we'll let you know. But I think that's about it. Let's see. I just got some more split times. Yeah, so truck 20 was next through that pit. They were 14 minutes back. So we're already getting pretty spread out here in the a 2.5 minute gap. They're going to be pretty spread out. So it'll get interesting later in the race. Also, if you do go to the Best in the Desert page, they do have live timing. So you can see right here, this timing, once they come, there's nothing there right now, obviously, because nobody has done a lap yet. But they do have live timing, and it works when they come through the start-finish, and it works off a transponder, not the tracker. So if somebody's tracker is not working, their transponder is working 99.99% of the time. So at least when they finish a lap, at the main there, we'll be able to see their actual Best in the Desert time. So it is cool that Best in the Desert has live timing now. I wish everybody had that. Most people do now. King of the Hammers has it. Score doesn't really have it because they don't do lap races. They're point to point, so it's a little bit tougher to do it. But this is really cool that Best in the Desert has this. So next update, somebody will have finished a lap, I would assume, because if we turn them back on, let's see, where are they at? All racers. Yeah. Next update, in 40 minutes, we should have a car through the start finish, so we'll get some actual times for you guys. All right. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. And like I said, big thanks to all of our sponsors: KMC Wheels, F&L, Racing Fuel, 4-Wheel Parts, BFG Tires, the best tire out there, Alexander Ford, the Vi-Metal guys. If you need a race trailer for your race car, definitely hit up Vi-Metal. They even put solar on there now. They got gas stations on the front. They got all kinds of cool stuff. Jeff Alford, Ultra. We're going to have some Michelob Ultras later. Polaris. No Polaris is racing today because they all raced earlier and separate race. That's why there's less cars today too. If you guys didn't know, the UTVs race a whole different race, so they're not out here. King Shocks and Unlimited RV. Check out unlimitedrv.com. Stacy over there is the man. He hooks up. He's a racer. His daughter's a racer. He hooks everybody up. So if you need an RV, you go to Unlimited RV. If you need a race trailer, you go to Vimetal. So keep that in mind. All right. We will. Somebody says they would be better using an iPhone friend finder as a tracker. No, actually, they would not, because this race course, they have no cell service around this race course. Literally down here by pit 2, that's about like the only spot you have cell service. You might have some up here by this Camp Blouse area, but that's it. The rest of this course, there is nothing for cell service. So this course is hard. Even on my social media updates today, I'm literally not going to have very many pictures or videos or anything because nobody has cell service to be able to post anything here. So thank God for racing tracks. This is what we got today. All right. So we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys back here in about just a little over half an hour at 10 o'clock for your next update here on Fishgistics. Thanks for tuning in.
If off-road adrenaline is what you crave, we've got exactly what you need. Introducing the all-new Razor Turbo R and revolutionary Razor Pro R. Reimagined from the ground up with the power to push you further, the confidence of next-level strength, and exceptional control for conquering the wildest terrain. The next generation of Razor is here, and it's built for those who live wide open.